My office has filed murder charges against an Oakland man who fired his assault rifle into the street, killing 21-year-old Marie Bedford, who was just driving by. Bernard Tracy Jimmerson, an Oakland resident and the father of two young children, told police he was frustrated by the noise of cars racing up and down his street in the middle of the night. He went outside with his rifle and shot at passing cars, hitting and killing Marie Bedford. Today, because of a decision he made in anger, Mr. Jimmerson is facing a sentence of 27 years to life. Mr. Jimmerson is charged with second-degree murder, shooting at an occupied motor vehicle, possession of an assault rifle, possession of a firearm and ammunition by a felon, and a gun enhancement.
Horrible situation up there in Oakland. There is Alameda County DA Pamela Price detailing the situation and charges coming for another gunman that decided to take, I guess, his life in his own hands as he went to take others' lives away, shooting into traffic because he was upset about the loud sounds from people racing up and down his street. The victim here in this case, as they pointed out, was Marie Bedford. She was just driving down the street. She's 21 years old before she was killed. Again, because of the gun violence. And the DA actually had some words to say about that too, because of how rampant it is. Let's watch.
There are too many guns in this community. And there are too many people who are too quick to use a gun, believing they have a right to use a gun when they do not. It needs to stop. And when someone takes a life under these circumstances, we will hold them accountable.
The man being held accountable, here's his, I believe, his mugshot there. Bernard Jimmerson, as he's been detailing here. And he's the father of two children, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, son and daughter. He told authorities that he was upset and frustrated, as I pointed out, from people racing up and down the street, I guess keeping his kids awake. So I guess the best solution for that is to go shoot at random folks, some woman who's just driving. He told police that he decided he would fire his assault rifle at the cars as they drove down the road. Again, that's what Price pointed out. Then Bedford, the victim, was then shot and died as her Mercedes crashed around 2:30 in the morning on Saturday in April. So amid this investigation to this entire incident, Oakland police said they seized listen to all this, 2 AR-15 rifles, 2 handguns, high capacity magazines, rifle magazines, 194 loose rounds, and some body armor. Authorities also said that the weapons were improperly stored and were accessible to his 2 young children. I mean, I think he hit the complete gauntlet of all the things that irresponsible gun owners do, and a couple of things that responsible gun owners do, like step out in front of their house and go, you know what, I'm upset about something completely unrelated to who I'm shooting at. Let me get to shooting. I want to point out one thing, Francesca. Listen, we've seen these stories. We talked about the cheerleader that was shot, the kid on the front porch, Ralph Yarl that was shot, the young lady that was shot as they made the wrong turn down some rural street in New York that was shot. And the list goes on and on and on. And what you'll see is each of these perpetrators will spread from old white guy to young Latino cat to middle-aged black guy to that. But the one thing that's always in all their hands is these types of guns, and also that morbid, loose interpretation of what it is to be a responsible gun owner. And they think me shooting at random citizens is me being one of those, because we've been told that our entire lives.
Yeah, also they're men. All right, 99.999% of the time, okay? Men would rather shoot at traffic than go to therapy. Men would rather shoot and kill an entire family who asked them to stop shooting in his backyard, then stop shooting in his backyard, then go to therapy. I mean, this is like, I'm sorry to harp on this, but y'all think for a moment. Just think for a moment. If every single perpetrator were a woman, we would be like, these bitches are nuts. We'd be like, we need to do something about this right now. No one go to work, no one go to school. Women are losing their minds. So again, it is the guns. It is absolutely the guns, but it's also this like fragile masculinity that is plaguing men, I guess. That they feel the need that when something ticks them off, they're going to open fire. So I don't know. I don't know what's easier to solve in this country, toxic masculinity or our rampant gun problem. But either way, let's do a buyback. Let's do a buyback of guns and a buyback of, like, I don't know, fragile dudes.
Souls. By the way, you said if women were doing this, we'd be saying so like, look at these crazy bitches. What's going on? We already said based off of them wanting reproductive care, maybe wanting to be called by the pronouns that they are, those types of things. Then we get that upset about those things. When someone else gets shot, it's, well, he was fearing for his life when the child knocked on his door. These people are disgusting. By the way, there's issues that are happening with the DA Price here, and the fact that she's coming after this particular case. Some folks are wondering if she's trying to toughen up her stance because people are calling her soft on crime because of some other instances that she's had with violent crime where it seemed that she was ready for plea deals for a triple homicide person and all these types of things. So maybe she's tightening it up there. And I just want to submit this one suggestion. We can incarcerate people that commit murders, and we can also try to prevent these types of things from happening with the number of guns and the style of guns that we allow people just to carry war weapons out in the street to use. It's a crazy suggestion. So everyone that's upset about the leniency of these hardcore criminal actions, you can also be upset about the fact that we keep allowing folks to be in a position where they can pull off these crimes. It's okay, we're smarter than what you think.